It's all the weird stuff that's happening today. Weird's not the right word. We don't use the weird word. No, that's weird. Weird stuff that's been happening today. Not to say that I'm a weird kid, okay? I don't use the word weird anymore. I'm a different type of kid. I'm different. Oh, she different. She different. So, yeah. So, today's therapy session. Your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. A mantra forever and always. But especially after January 26, 2020. Whew. You know, when you're raised in a legacy of good health and real love, that in itself is a wealth like no other. When you're raised in a good family structure, the seed doesn't fall far from the tree. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. All of that is what it is. That's math. No matter what type of cap or whatever you put on it, and I say what I mean, math is math. The seed does not fall far from the tree. You got a bad tree, you got a bad seed. Now, people, sometimes with their stereotypes, look at me and they think I'm from a bad seed and they don't even know their legacy or their history. And I'm like, I wish you would come and talk to me before you roll up on me with that dumb shit, because you won't find out about this military chick. Okay, all right. Yes, I'm starting to walk like my daddy. So today, I had a video that is not going through on nowhere. And it was actually 44 too. And I'm like, wow, is that what happened? But I get it, okay? Because and then the planes were flying all the way. And it's like, this is a little bit of, hashtag living astrology. Because the video, I was going to call it Val Jones Does. Hashtag the Leo King. Hashtag TED Talk. Hashtag something else. What was it? You know me, it was quite clever, as I can always be, because I am. Because I came from a very, 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 very bright legacy and tree. Whew. People say choices matter. Choices do matter. And I'm in my union. See, what would that union be? Well, actually, when I think about it, if I can stop right at my mom and my dad and go with that, and my hubby too. The chef that fed the MPs, 108th Air Assault. Ooh, well, Daddy was a part of Airborne. Daddy was a Ranger, too. So, 5th Cav. You guys really need to find out about 5th Cav in the military. And know that my dad was a master a commanding warrant officer. He was a drill sergeant. I'm his kid. Now, let's go with the narrative. What if I said that the essence of the masculine Godhead reminds me of my father, and my father always watches over me. This ain't got nothing to do with Jesus or religion. This is straight spirituality. Holy Spirit, come on through, but you don't know none of my daddy's names. Clearly you don't, and you don't know me. And that's why I say I show what I do, because you can believe what you want to believe. But this is one thing I know about the military. It doesn't matter what your color is. It doesn't matter what your religion is. It doesn't matter who you fuck. Can you pick up a gun? And you cannot trust. Are you on my team? Either you're for me or you're against me. You know what I mean? Some of you clearly do not, because you like to mesh. The bird says, see, she's doing her preaching today. So maybe this will get some play, because I know when I did the 44 video, it was like, no, you're not going to do it. And I get it. Hashtag living astrology. Hashtag Saturn and Pisces. Because in my own way, I'm thinking that I was saying it in a nice way, that I was. And see, even with that, I was saying that I was setting it off. But no, I felt like I was just, telling my story. And then when the planes came through, and I said it's either one or two things. It's them showing protection the way they do, or they were saying, chill, baby, we got you. I heard the frogs. Okay. Mommy says, come out in nature. See how they do. See how they do. See how they do. Ooh, what a mess with me. You're stupid. But anyway, so when it comes back to legacies and choices, I chose wisely. Why? Because listen, when you got all those numbers rolling around, 82nd, 8 plus 2 is what? 10. And I am a 10. So, 10. So, and I see the turtle. You way out there. I see you, baby. So I had a lot to say, but you know what? I'm probably going to put it in a podcast, my own podcast. Val, are you bringing back Soul School Cafe? Oh, I saw you jump in there. You are a frog. I might. I probably will in my own way. It's probably going to have a different name, because you know what I mean? This is the part where I start evolving. Oh, hey, you a little one, though, that made so much noise. Oh, I got it. What did I just say? You're a little one that made so much noise. This is such a magical place for me. Say what you want to, but Saturn and Pisces works for me because Saturn and Sagittarius is definitely working for me. I'm just saying, I am living my best life. Hashtag living astrology. Saturn and Sagittarius in my chart, 6th, 7th, 8th house, says you are smart, you're wise, you can do math. Why are you fucking with all these lies and these liars? But however, your mom was a soldier too, and very clever. Daddy would be all up in their faces. You see how that would go. Tried to save a community and they sacrificed him, yo. So, he went through the same thing too. It's biblical. Has nothing to do with Jesus. You're not going to wrap me in the blood of Jesus, okay? Because that means you're trying to wrap me in the blood of me. See, I'm not buying that narrative. See, nope. That means if I am who I say I am, then you want to crucify me. You already did that in 2022. So we're not doing that in 2023. Moving on. This is my therapy. I am Val Jones, naturally the O, out here at Carver's Creek, CC. That's why I should hashtag this CC, hashtag Carver's Creek, hashtag Cosmic Kid, hashtag Comeback Cool. I'm Comeback Cool, I'm no fool, and see, y'all sent everybody for me in 2022. How does she live? Because I'm that kid. 10-10. And I realized the stuff I was saying, I thought I was saying it in a very positive and subdued way. It's the laugh that gives it away. What do you say, little birdie? Little birdie said, I thought it was good, Val. I thought it was too. But you know how you do what you do. And they're not ready for it because people cannot handle the truth. So don't worry about it. This is about you and your crew. Let your people do what they do. And you continue to be the cheerleader, support wife. Ooh, the allergies. I didn't take any allergy medicine. By the way, now I'm not going to lie. I did have a CBD tab, but don't mind me on that. My CBD is great. I'm not even going to tell you who made it. I look at everything because even with that, a lot of the CBD that you get across the counter, I really have to watch. I have stage 4 chronic kidney disease, and I mean, so that's why I have a flag in this fight. That's why I cannot take a lot of vaccines, all right? Because if I take a whole bunch of vaccines on top of the vaccines, all of those are toxins. All those, my body, after I went through my experience, my story, and you know what? Here's the deal: when you look at it in real life. Okay, the bullfrog, that's daddy. The bullfrog just jumped in the water and said, go, 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 go. You're hitting it today. When I went to Womack, I knew if I was going to go, if I felt myself incredibly sick, I was going to go, to Womack. I'm that chick. So, I mean, I'm just saying, let's be real. Hollywood does what Hollywood do. Quote, the magicians, the villains, and all those too. I feel the breeze blowing. Cue to nature. They're here. They're here. Hey, baby. Hey. Where'd you go? I didn't know I had it pulled in. Isn't that pretty? Okay. That was Mommy and Miss Nancy saying, shh. We shall not take in those toxins here. This is where you get clear. This is your therapy, my dear. This is why we don't bring no one else out here but you. All for you. All for me. So, in reality, growing up a nurse's kid, not a nurse that fell off the wagon and did heroin and was all this and all that. I mean, now I'm not gonna lie. My mom had, whatever was wrong with you, she had something for her. She had a pill, right? But I mean, she was a nurse. But nowhere in the world in my entire life did I see my mother. I mean, my mom. I might have. I assume she got tipsy. You can't like not get tipsy. How to, my mom and my dad like what the Johnny Walker and whatever that stuff was. But they were like, they thought it would be so funny that I was drinking Coca-Cola. And they thought sometimes it would be so funny because, and that was not abuse. I just, that's every military parent has done that. You knew people with anxiety. You're not going to make it anyway. And then you're genocidal president. Okay, I said what I had to say. Moving on, back to the vaccines and why I come out here for my therapy. Because with chronic kidney disease, stage 4 chronic kidney disease, you cannot take on a whole bunch of toxins. There you go. Okay, I'm on the right track. There you go. You cannot take on a whole bunch of toxins. You just can't do that because it will kill you. Your body, right off the bat, your kidneys have taken on way too many toxins. How do I come out here and walk? Because I'm flushing my body out constantly. I always knew being an athlete in school, and I really wouldn't call myself an athlete because, I was never like doing sports because I wanted to win. I was just like getting out of class. you know. I love being a cheerleader though. Now that I would be in competition and stuff like that. But anyway, it's just everything is sports and competitive. But anyway, getting back to chronic kidney disease, which I was diagnosed January 26, 2020. Dateline, that's the day that Kobe and Gia died, and the play, well, all those people in the helicopter. Somebody else died too that day, and also Tyler the Creator won the Grammy, all in that day. So I have been urged by who I won't say. You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor. You need to, why? You just need to go. Why? I really wish you would go to the doctor. Now, the thing about it is, it hit me on a sensitive level because I felt compassion there, but it could have been a lie. Because how did I know that I wasn't sent to die? So when I went, I was rolled in instantly. Like, that happens at Womack. Never. Never, Harry. Never. Nobody gets, because I'm like, I'm going in at Womack at 9 o'clock at night, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So I'm already expected to be there well till 8:30 in the morning before I get seen. If you know, you know. That's any emergency room anywhere. Still, in 15 minutes, I'm well down to ICU with the new experimental drug with 7 doctors and nurses too. So I know in that there was a story because right off the bat was 7, and this is a 7-year spiritual number. I'm a 7 child. Don't look at it. Well, you know what? Oh, the white things. It's always the white things. I always talk about, I've got videos. Every time I've had my Saturn return, it's like the white things come into play. And they have a kind of calming, let's pull back type of way of like, to not engage. Yet you know me, I engage because I'm passionate about what I do, especially when you're messing with my crew. So it's weird that I'll fight for somebody else more than I fight for me. But that's when I had to learn. Okay, this problem's with me. I really need to fight for myself because I'm taking on too much toxicity. So that's why I can say I can have a flag in this fight. That I had chronic kidney disease right now. Who tried to set me up or who was trying to poison me? Either way, I lived. Actually, if you want to know a real alien induction, that was that night. I was inducted by aliens. I didn't know what was going on. If there was such an experiment, the whole narrative of, the aliens took you up and they're experimenting on you and they put you through all these problems. I was put through all of that. I was put through so many freaking tests. You're telling me I'm dying, and I did not feel like I was dying until I got there and got the infusion. Then I felt everything. I had the worst migraines ever, 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 ever. Like when you like cry yourself to sleep or you're in so much pain that you just pass the freak out. I have never had migraines in my eye to this day. I could be a clone. Honestly, I don't know. I felt like my entire head exploded. I know they say that though when something happens, when you have a serious brain trauma, and I did have trauma. I had an ischemic stroke. Remember, mind you, that's what Sinbad had. I had an ischemic stroke. They said I was in total body failure. They said everything about me, everything about my body was failing. Like to me, that's what they said, that I would be dead within an hour or so. I'm thinking I just walked in here, and you telling me I'm like walking death? Okay, so at that point, when they said, so we give you this experimental drug, so you can take it, and we're going to be honest, we have not tried it on anyone. You're one first, so it could kill you. But if we don't give it to you, you could die. Well, with choices like that, what you want to do? I mean, I don't have time to cry for my prayer warriors to come through because I really don't have any prayer warriors like that. They be praying on me, Preying, not the other way around. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm like, well, and by this time, I'd already been dealing with too much people in the industry, too much people in the music industry, too much people in Hollywood, some weird queer shit, out in California, between the Hillsong and the Scientology, all of that. So I was already like dealing with that and didn't know that was that, but now I look, oh yeah, it was that. And so honestly, once again, I didn't give a fuck because I already knew. Well, I have tried at least 2 times to unsuccessfully kill myself, so I know, you know, thanks to my luck, that wasn't going to happen. So I'm like, well, okay, I take the pass. And I took it like, if I'm meant to be here, I'll be here. And if I'm not, at last, I am done with this shit. Well, I wake up and go through all of this. But I'm glad because at the end of the day, who in reality would have the balls to say the stuff that I do and say it with such integrity? Like I mean what I say when I say bring 10, 12, bring all the lie detector tests and hook them up to me and see if my story changes. It never will because my story is truth. It's my story. And someone needs to hear that. Whether it be the youth or the elders or the veterans or the real soldiers. Real soldiers matter. Why does my hair always stand up like Dennis the Menace? Because I'm a menace to somebody. I'm a menace to society. I'm a menace to the bad society. But it's okay. And you know what? And by the way, okay, I'm not gonna lie, because people got their really. But I'm just saying, Mormons and Latter-day Saints and Scientology and even Boost Radio, y'all kind of remind me of the same type of thing. But I don't know, y'all do you put on your show. But the bottom line is getting back to me. This is why I do not subscribe on all those vaccines, because had I taken that with chronic kidney disease, I know I would have been dead. I know it in reality because I'm looking at this stuff, toxins, 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 and you can't trust in that. Even the man who said to trust in that recanted, but YouTube won't let you say any of that, so maybe that's why I don't get any views. But either way, the one or two people who may come across this, don't let them trick you out. You know what this is. And I'm not just keep watching me or keep watching all the people that show their tits on social media and TV, but I'm not that type of bitch. A divine feminine, what divine is this? And a leaf just dropped. Everybody in the music industry, and I do mean everybody, they can say they don't know who I am, but they do, but they'll never tell you who. By the way, I forgot my allergy medicine today, and I'm getting ready to go on this walk, okay, because again, walking helps you when you got chronic kidney disease. I'm 67 years old, so therefore, and I just got some stuff in there about like, just in case you need dialysis, and this is what you need to look at to the dialysis, but you're covered, and I got that. I'm covered if I get the dialysis. I appreciate my legacy. Don't think I'm not grateful, for I chose wisely. I mean, this was meant to be. I was meant to go through this, so that's the trade-off. Like, yeah, you're that person, that you're going to be the truth sayer, and you're not just going to talk about it from inside. You're actually going to be outside, and you're going to connect with Mother Nature. And this is why, because no one can talk about natural things but a natural person. No one can talk about nature other than someone that's really plugged into nature. You have all these little plastic pill poppers that want to talk about nature, and then they all get it. Now the Hollywood people, now the fake people in Hollywood who saying, yeah, the Hollywood elites, and they're Holly elite too. I told you Hollywood, but Lilith wouldn't. What's Lilith you? No. Lilith, this is me. Not such a bad bitch after all. And yet I'm a super bad bitch. Military bat legacy. 82nd Airborne. Top Gun shit. What it is, bitch. So, I see the spider. Actually, Mommy and Nancy said, that's our girl. That cool chick. That combat cool, that cosmic chick. Ooh. So I come out here for my therapy because walking helps. Walking helps me more than 50,000 vaccines. I know babies who have passed away. I've known athletes who have passed away. I know people who are healthy and they went and got a shot and they died the next day. I know those are facts in my life that nobody can write that in their book or talk about that in their stories. These are the stories of my life. I talk to these soldiers all the time. I'm with them, all right? We're all in the same fight. And you're fighting against the people who literally could be the essential workers for you. When I heard you say that you don't have enough vaccines for the essential workers, but you were going to make sure it got into every black and brown community, I knew right off the bat that that was some genocidal shit. You said you had no vaccines, enough vaccines on a Monday, and by Friday you say, this is it. We're going to cover all the black and brownies. I was like, that bitch. Beep, beep. Somebody hears me. Legacy horn. Gabriel is blowing her horn today. Anyway, that's it. I'm just dropping the mic and I just walk away. Do you hear what I hear? And we'll see if this gets through. But you know, either way, I'm still going to do me and you do you. Your health is your wealth. Show a real life. Or do you. I'm just doing me. I'm fulfilling my legacy. And trust me, my tribe is tribe. They protect me. I pity the fool. But I thank you for the content. Oh, that's what I was going to say. They comment on my content. But by the way, I'm the commentator and the content. No lies detected. We outside. No, because I could have sworn like I left for a minute. It was like a brief CBD kicked in maybe. Yeah. I have yet not seen the apparitions. I felt the feel because I told my mom and dad a long time ago, don't come back to me as ghosts. Don't. I mean, I love horror pictures, but I'm like, the apparition thing still freaks me out. We all have our something that freaks us out. Some people have spiders. Some people have. You see me in nature, I'm like, snakes. I didn't got over my fear of snakes. You know, I didn't actually, you know, I didn't. Not. I mean, but it's the apparition thing that's still kind of. But I know I'm gonna have to get through. Thank you. So they do that. I hear little whistles, little bird calls, we know, we're here, we're with you. Thank you. Love you too. So they come to me in ways that, we know our girl. You hear it? I do. Anyway, have yourself a good day. That's my therapy session for today. Do you see what I see? It's Tuesday, Mars Day. And I'm just doing me. I am Val Jones, that smart kid. Welcome to my therapy. Val's wonderful world. Naturally wonderful.